Look at this, folks. Fresh, ready to go. Come on, let's go. Meatless meatballs.
You can't tell me the deck is stacked. You can't whisper behind my back. You can't show me how the odds are up against me all day long. But I've been through the fire and come out alive, and there's no more fear in my eyes. Oh, now I'm rising, and you can't bring me down. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you to tie them to the ground. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going at and turn it back around. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me. All the blood, sweat, and sacrifice. Oh, I paid the dearest price. There are no shortcuts here for destiny. I'll take the.
Hello, gorillas. Happy 2022. It's me, your boy, Chef Perry, the vegan gorilla. And I got a special guest today. My little vegan gorilla buddy. Isn't he cute? Shout out to Alex, my future nephew, engaged to my niece. Well, I guess that would make him a nephew on say to me, I guess. Anyways, thanks, Alex. He's awesome. Alex actually made the hat too, so I don't know if you can see it, but it says the vegan gorilla on there. And that's just awesome. Anyways, I'm going to get on with my video. Thanks, Alex and Jesse. This is going to be a meatless meatball. No, meatless ball. Meatball. Something like that. I don't know. Anyways, it's going to be meatless and it's going to be looks like a meatball, I guess. It's going to call it gorilla balls, but it just sounds wrong. Anyways, don't be scared by the intro with all the ingredients. A lot of spices in this. Just remember, with vegan cooking, you got to kind of build the flavors. So everything's got to come. So there's a lot of spices, a lot of herbs and stuff like that you got to put together to build everything together, to build the flavor up. It's not like putting in a slice of bacon and some cheese that already just has all that flavor built into it already. So because it's you don't have those options where you build everything with spices. So sometimes you'll see a full list of ingredients, like 20 things, but it's really just simple. Like all those herbs and things are just right in here, so it's not a lot. Once you buy them and you have them on hand and you're covered, you'll find you'll make a lot of things from that. So anyways, let's get going. All the ingredients will be in the list below. You can link it and print it and link it and all that lovely stuff. And I don't know why you'd link it, but you probably print it and you can make it yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to put everything into our Ninja. A little towel there first. Oh, hello. So what we got here is some black beans. So these I made from scratch. Actually from the bean, not from a can. You can use a can if you want. I like to try to do it as fresh as often as possible. So what I did is I make a bunch at once. I freeze some. So this is the remnants of my last freezing. So anyways, got all your black beans in there. Lots of protein, lots of fiber, and black rice I use. I like black rice because it's very good for you for one, but it's also a little bit more sticky. Now you can use other rice if you want, but this will just stay consistent with the color and the form. Push that down. And then these are all the spices that I add, the cumin, the garlic, the onion, salt, the Italian seasoning, stuff like that. So that gets mixed up and put in there. Got half a tablespoon of liquid smoke. Not sure if you Remember liquid smoke? If you haven't, it's in one or two of my other videos there, but it's you can buy it in any of the grocery stores. It just gives it that smoky flavor. I have almond flour. You can use chickpea flour if you want to. Almond flour. A couple tablespoons of tomato paste. That right in there. And then the flaxseed. The flaxseed is just makes up like a flaxseed egg. Now, what I do is I do 1 tablespoon of flaxseed and 3 tablespoons of water. Mix it together, let it sit. Creates like a little gel, and that's sort of, it's a flaxseed egg they call it, but helps keep things paste together and stick together. So, which is going to mimic the egg basically. Let's get that there. Right, rocking her. That there. And put that some green ball. A little bit love right here. All right, let's get this bad boy on. Use the Ninja. Lid on. Line up the arrows. And I'm going to start with pulsing a little bit, and then I don't want the puree, but I want it to come together quite a bit. So. As usual, you gotta kind of push stuff down a little bit to get it to go right in and mix well together. Just be patient, it'll come together. It's one of those things, a lot of dry ingredients, where you don't want it to be liquefied, so you gotta kind of keep manipulating it. Alright, I think that should do it. Now I had to manipulate it 4 or 5 times to get that all together, but it looks like, yeah, it's not pureed, which is good, but it's very sticky and pasty, which is what we want for meatballs. So, put that in there. Just getting ourselves cut. Let's get this in here. Put it in the bowl, get all the goodness down there. One thing I like about the Ninja a little bit more than the Vitamix sometimes is that the blade itself goes in and comes out, so it only leaves like the small nub on the bottom, and it's kind of round, so it's easy to clean. With the Vitamix, it's got the blade in there, and you got to get underneath it and stuff, and it's kind of a pain in the butt when you're doing jobs like this, recipes like this that are stickier and stuff because it sticks everywhere. So I tend to like to use this one. That's why I have 2. If you wonder why I have 2 blenders, kind of different jobs, makes it easier. Get this all in there. And I'm going to get a spoon and be right back. I'm back with my spoon. All right. Put this in here. Get all the little bits out in here. All this goodness. You'd be surprised, it doesn't look like much at the bottom sometimes, but it's enough sometimes to make an extra meatball or something, right? It's not wasted. Okay. So, this is pretty much, I'll show you in a second here what the texture looks like. Okay, so this is the texture. Pretty sticky, which is good. It's not purified. We're going to shape those into little round balls, throw them in the oven. So what I use, I like to use, it's actually a pizza pan. And you don't have to use this obviously, but I use this to, because it's got the perforated holes in there. You see me? You see me? And what that does is allow the air to get underneath and cook it as well, so which is kind of cool. Use an ice cream scooper and just put that in there. Let's see if I can round these out. Oh, that's a damn big meatball. That's all right, I like that. All right. I'm not worried about them being round or maybe flat underneath a little bit. It's okay. It says that a meatball has to be round. I'll call it a round ball. I'll call it a meatless ball. Let's get that in there. I'll keep these separated a little bit, an inch apart. This way here, you don't get them all over your hands and stuff. And everything kosher. Nice, nice. Now you can use your hands if you want to manipulate these and shape them any way you want. It's just kind of the way I do it. So, just like to get the spoon to get the excess out there to. You can always shape it a little bit later if you want, which I'll probably do in a minute anyway. So, let's just get the rest of these on here. But these here, I got the oven set to 400 and I want it to be quite high. I'm going to cook it for about 30 minutes, depending on the oven, depending on your oven, depending on my oven. And I'll see how that goes in a minute. Or about 30 minutes. Put nothing there. Not quite enough, but maybe just make a little mini one. Hands are clean. As you can see, now if you wet your hands it'll be even easier, but you can see you can make nice little ones like that too, if you want. But I don't, I make the bigger ones. So I just like to manipulate these a little bit, smooth out any kind of rough edges. Let's see how these bad boys go. All right, let's get this in the oven. We'll cook it for about 25-30 minutes. I'll have a quick look. Probably about 15 minutes in, I'll rotate them a little bit. Not that way, but I'll probably rotate them that way. And see, stickiness. And we'll see how it goes. All right, and I'll come back and let you know how they turned out. I'll show you the finished product. I'll plate it, do a taste test, judge it 1 to 5. Gorillas, 1 being E, 5 being E. And we'll go from there. All right? See you in a bit. Okay, gorillas, I'm back. And these are fresh out of the oven. There it is. That's on. There it is. Actually, kind of look like ice cream scoops. I wonder if it's because I use ice cream, but the small one came out pretty good too. I had to cook this a little bit longer. I had them for about 30 minutes. They were still a little soft. They're a little bit harder now. I put them for another 15, so about 45 minutes. Mind you, that's because I did the larger scoop. If you do the smaller one, the 30 minutes would have been fine. And okay, not bad. Still hot. I'm going to heat up a little bit of tomato sauce, put these in, give it a shot, come back, plate it, and see what we got. Okay, right back. Hello gorillas, I'm back with our finished product. Look at that. Meatless balls. Or grilled balls. What do you want to call that, but anyways, I had it in the oven for about 30 minutes. Now, because these are bigger, these are probably about 2 inches in circumference, so it took a little bit longer to cook, so I put it in for another 15 minutes. The smaller one that I made, that was just a little example there. And that's my cat. I know, we'll feed you in a minute. You're not getting any meatballs, though, or meatless balls. So I put it in for another 15 minutes. The small one that I made actually was ready in 30 minutes. So if you do make them smaller, keep an eye on it. 20 to 30 minutes is enough. So what I did is I just threw a couple in the pan, crisped them up a little bit, and threw a little sauce together, and let's give it a shot. So you can serve this actually as an appetizer if you want. You can serve it with your spaghetti and meatballs and have it that way as a main entree, or just as an appetizer like this. So let's go. Not too hard to cut, they're soft. You can see the steam, but they're still pretty hot. Sauce on there. Not bad at all. Little earthy. I think that's from the it's the cumin. The cumin I taste. That's what it is. And I can taste that quite a bit. So I'm going to adjust that just a little bit, tweak that, bring it down just a little smidget less. But actually, it's still pretty good. It's I give that about 4 gorillas. Would have been a 5. I backed off on the cumin a little bit. I keep forgetting cumin's so strong. It's got that very strong flavor to it. But other than that, I mean, they're really good. It's great with the sauce. Be good with pasta and stuff, or like I said, just as an appetizer. It's texture is soft though. It's not firm like a meatball. So, but I mean, it doesn't fall apart on you either. So, which is pretty good. And with the sauce, they're pretty good. That's a nice little antipasto, like a little before the meal appetizer too. So. Which is good. Not bad. Don't forget to subscribe, hit a like below if you like this video, and the link for the printed recipe will be down below. And yeah, the more subscriptions, the more likes I get, the more I can keep doing this and share my recipes. So I look forward to doing that. And again, thanks again to my nephew Ansei, Alex, who got me the gorilla, the vegan gorilla there for Christmas. So much appreciated. And very good. High protein, lots of fiber, very healthy, good for you. When I don't see you again, when I do see you again, namaste, much love. Be kind to everyone. All right? Feel all right.